All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the proclamation ceremony for Navy Week Springfield. Anyone in attendance, we ask that you please rise. Look like everybody almost is. And gentlemen, please remove your caps for the parading of the colors by USS Constitution and the singing of the national anthem by musician third class Christiana Villalba. Parade the colors. Petty Officer Villalba.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Retire the colors. Once again, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the kickoff ceremony for Navy Week Springfield. In a few moments, Mayor Sarno will present a proclamation on behalf of the city of Springfield to our Navy Week host, Mr. William O'Donnell, Department of the Navy, Assistant for Administration. Mr. O'Donnell will also receive a proclamation from Governor Baker. Following principal remarks, we'll take a moment to recognize our Vietnam veterans in attendance and their service and sacrifice. Finally, we'll wrap up our ceremony with a performance by the U.S. Navy drill team. And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mayor Dominic J. Sarno.
Good morning, everyone, and thank you for being here. And the brave men and women of the Navy look so sharp in their whites. We appreciate your continued service to our country, keeping us safe here and abroad. And Christiana, wonderful rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner. Lieutenant Stevens, to my dear friend Pat Carnevale from Governor Baker's office, and obviously the governor sends his regrets. He is with the people of Lawrence, North Andover, and Andover in their time of need. To Bill O'Donnell, who has become a good friend and is a Central Mass and Western Mass native here. We appreciate him continuing to come back home. This is Navy Week here in the city of Springfield. We are honored to have our servicemen and servicewomen here in Springfield. They're going to be going to the High School of Science and Technology, which is the junior ROTC of the Navy branch. We appreciate that. And obviously they'll be doing other aspects across Western Massachusetts and the Big E. When you look upon it, Mr. O'Donnell, who's the administrator, had indicated to me in his service time, he was a CB, that now it is really less than 1%. I think it's about 0.8% of the individuals that serve our country, and he'll probably allude to 85 to 90% are people that their families served our nation, and we are so indebted to each and every one of you. So with that, we have an official proclamation. Whereas the United States Navy protects and defends America on the world's oceans by ensuring the free flow of commerce and information on and under the sea lanes to assure the security of the United States economy and jobs at home. And whereas the United States Navy is deployed around the world and around the clock, uniquely offering capability to provide presence and to prevent and stop deter wars, and whereas the United States Navy is ready to defend America at all times through its investments in cutting-edge technology and focus on operational ingenuity, optimizing resources, and whereas the USS Springfield, which is the SSN 761, is a source of pride and honor for all of us, and whereas many men and women from Massachusetts and residents of the city of Springfield are serving and have served with honor and distinction over the years in the Navy and Navy Reserve. And we're also joined by my Deputy Director, Charlie Lawrence, and her crew, my Director of Veterans, Tommy Belton. Let's give them a big round of applause, and staff. Vietnam and Afghanistan veterans. And whereas the people of Springfield are encouraged to join together in observation of Navy Week by becoming aware of our U.S. Navy through meetings, demonstrations from the Navy Explosive Ordnance Disposal to dive teams, the USS Springfield Sailors. The Constitution is here today too. Navy Band, the Navy Ceremonial Guard, the USS Constitution Sailors who are here, Naval History and Heritage Command, and incredible men and women who serve in the Navy on active duty and Navy Reserve. And we also are very thankful that they're going to honor all our Vietnam veterans, and Mr. O'Donnell and I spoke about today that it was the Vietnam veterans who took the lead with the first Gulf War, with our veterans, young veterans coming back to make sure they were properly respected, unlike the Vietnam veterans who came back and were not respected. They didn't have to do that, but they did to honor those who served our country. Therefore, I, Dominic J. Sarno, Mayor of the City of Springfield, do hereby proclaim September 17th through the 21st, 2018, United States Navy Week in the great city of Springfield. And I strongly encourage all our citizens not only to join in acknowledging this event, but more importantly, support our servicemen and women who keep us safe here and abroad. Godspeed to you all, and thank you so, so much.
Thank you, Mayor. And now Patrick Carnevale, Director of Western Massachusetts Constituent Services, will read a proclamation from Governor Charlie Baker.
Good morning, and for those that have had to follow Mayor Sarno, there's good and bad to that. Good is he took everything I wanted to say before reading the proclamation, so it cuts down my talking time for you guys. But I'm not sure what the good is ever when you have to follow him, because he is a tough one to follow. I've worked with the mayor for, well, over 20 years, so thank you very much, Mayor. That was really a great job. The governor would love to have been here. Lieutenant Governor would have loved to have been here, but obviously dealing with the situation in the Merrimack Valley, with the explosions we had last week, they send their regrets. And I have the honor of being here today with Mayor Sarno and the Navy for this wonderful week. So without any further ado, whereas the United States Navy protects and